Alright, so welcome back. In this video, we're going to cover how to go about installing Drupal 8. I'm going to go over the standard method that most people use to install Drupal. Then I'm going to show you why there's an easier way to do this that involves only clicking a few buttons, and this is not gimmicky or a scam or anything. This is truly the quickest way to get started with Drupal, in my opinion. Alright, so if we go to Google and we type in how to install Drupal 8, what you will find is a number of links pointing to Drupal.org, which is a fantastic site and a fantastic resource if you're getting started with Drupal and you're looking to sort of do a deeper dive on the technical aspects. There's a ton of information and resources on Drupal.org, and I would highly recommend it. So let's go to installing Drupal 8 and take a look at what we have. So you can see right off the bat, Chapter 3 of the Drupal 8 User's Guide covers server requirements, additional tools, preparing for the installation, and running the installation script. Chapter 4 covers the next steps that should be done after the installation script has been completed. Still with me? Okay, let's keep going. Before Drupal 8 installation, you need a server. You need a web server with a database in PHP. Step 1, get the code. Step 2, install dependencies with Composer. What's Composer? If you're new to web development, that's probably confusing, especially if you read, if you installed or updated the code base using Git, then install required PHP libraries with Composer. Step 3, create a database. What's a database? Step 4, configure your installation. What's PHP? Step 5, run the installer. Step 6, status check. Add Composer to an existing site. What is a Drupal 8 Quicks? Okay, you get the point. This is confusing. There's a better way to do this. So, I highly recommend using SiteGround. And before I get into this, I want to explain that there is a link in the description of this video. If you choose to use my link to sign up for SiteGround, not only do you get a huge discount, but it also helps me build more videos, and I do get a small commission. However, I want to tell you that I've been a web developer for 5 years, and I would never promote anything that I haven't used or I don't use myself. And I've been using SiteGround now for about 6 months, and I have to say it's incredibly powerful, incredibly user-friendly, and very easy to use. So I can't say enough good things about it. And with SiteGround, instead of having to go through this ridiculous setup list, they have a one-click installer. And also, if you're not into Drupal, there's WordPress, but you're here for Drupal. So let's get started. So if you go to the bottom of this description, click on the link, you'll come to this page. Select reliable web hosting and get started because we're using Drupal. From here, you can literally get started for $3.95 a month. Again, see, you get this special price if you use my link. This is, I don't know, what is that, like 60-70% savings? It's pretty good. So with this plan, you get one website. I'm actually on, I believe, the GoGeek personally, but I don't remember. But yeah, you can absolutely get started with one website and do everything that we're talking about in this video for $3.95 a month. So let me show you what you really need. Here, let's go ahead and just compare hosting features. You can see the Grow Big and the Go Geek. Of course, you get what you pay for. You get unlimited websites. The biggest thing that's holding you back on this startup is you only get one site. But again, if you're just starting out, it doesn't really matter. If you're gonna start doing freelancing, at least go with Grow Big. But there are 2 key points that you'll need to really be successful in the beginning in installing Drupal this way. One is this free CMS installation. So we have that. And then number 2, all this other stuff is great, by the way. But number 2 is under Solutions for Developers, free SSH and SFTP access. And I will explain exactly what that is in another video. But this is the other key part for Drupal. So we have those things. We're going to choose plan. You can see you have a choice of either paying for 12 months or 1 month. It makes a lot more sense to go 12 months. Okay, I already have web hosting with SiteGround, so I'm gonna skip by this, but once you pay and you get through this screen, you're gonna go ahead and click on websites. Select new website. From here, this is really where the magic starts to happen. You don't even need to have a domain name to use this. You don't have to, and a domain name is like google.com. Those cost around $15 to $20 a year. So you can, with the SiteGround method of installing a Drupal site, you can completely skip over that and select temporary domain. It's part of the reason why I really love it. You can see down here that SiteGround actually gives you your own custom domain here that you can use to develop your site for yourself. And if you work with clients, this acts as a staging site. So what that means is you can pass this domain along to them without having to go live right away. They can check out what you've done, suggest changes and whatever, and you move through your process without having to have a live domain. So it's a huge benefit. These are things that would take a ton of time to set up if you were doing this all from scratch. But with SiteGround, you literally can just click through the interface and have it done. So let's select start a new website. Then we're gonna select other. And from this screen, we're gonna type in Drupal in the list here. And I will just go ahead and fill this out and click continue. You're gonna skip by SG Site Scanner. I don't use it. I really don't recommend it. If you're really concerned about monitoring your site at this stage, go for it. But this is maybe something you'd want to add on later in the process. I don't use it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and hit finish. Okay, and when the site installer has finished, you will see this screen right here. And I don't know if you just heard that notification, but you'll also get an email with your login info and everything that you'll need to get started. So let's see what this has done for us. So let's go to this site, and you can see up here, this is the staging domain, and we have a brand new Drupal website. This is pretty awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and log in, and we're gonna use the information we put in to start. Log in, and here we go. This is a Drupal 8 fully ready to use and go website. Pretty awesome. All right, go ahead and follow along with the steps in this video. You'll have your fresh Drupal site ready to go, and then you can continue on with the rest of this training series. I'll see you in the next video.